let's go. So, guess I should probably... Oh, why am I doing it like this? Go away, go away. Okay. So I should probably announce it. So give me a second. That should be it. Yeah, so okay. So hello to everybody already watching. This is a 4 versus 4 game that we're going to watch here. The map is really interesting. I'd like to give a little shout out to Klaas. Not sure if he's watching yet, but I'm pretty sure he will. He's a fan of this map. We played it recently. Oh crap. Yeah, now I realize that we didn't use the version that makes it fair between the teams. So it will be totally random game. Anything can happen. So yeah, the idea of this map is to be as unfair as possible by making your storehouse appear randomly somewhere on the map. Sometimes, like this game, for example, shows, it's mostly far away from each other. These locations are far away from each other. Although here it's a bit tricky, but it's still like alright, I guess. But sometimes you can get, for example, like 3 storehouses in the same spot, and this is this is really bad for you and your teammates. Well, Camille's storehouse placement is really annoying as well. It's like he can't go to the right, and he has to go for quite a few kilometers to reach the gold. So I have a feeling that that he's gonna be yep. Okay, there's no such option. Right. So. Should probably do this. So, Yo, Thunder. So yeah, as you can see, we're playing kill map, or rather, they are playing, and I'm laughing at them for not noticing what horrible map choice I made for them. And it was deliberate because I wanted them to have a challenge. And there we go. I'm waiting for class to arrive and see that this map is being played. He will definitely be happy. Maybe a bit unhappy he's not playing though. So yeah. Mitrelas is probably the best player in this lobby without even thinking about it. If we're not counting specs at least. And even then, probably still the best. But I guess the other team has Kamil, who's pretty cool, but not level of Mitrelas for sure. And Mitrelas has somewhat okay location if you don't need iron and you don't need too much of gold. I think he can make like 4 mines here. It's okay-ish, but it's like he can make a ladder base, I guess, with town hall, something like this. Maybe go later for this mountain if he can, because I don't know what Zoltan will do. Because he can choose this or this. Yeah, I don't envy Zoltan his choices here. This is probably a good idea. No, it's asymmetrical. It's the hardcore version. Or actually, it's the Y25, so it should be synchronized. Wait a second. Something's not right. Wasn't this version synchronized for the tournament? But it turns out it isn't. Or maybe it is. It's just moved a bit, right? Let me see. I don't really see it. Yeah, well, it's the tournament one. So, okay, Tandy, so let's ask the expert, which is you. How does the randomization work here? It's like just random and that's it, I guess, right? It's not hardcore, so I guess, so this probably means you can't get 2 players at the same spot or something like that. Yeah, I mean, if I were conscious when making the choice for the map, I would probably choose the softcore version with the symmetrical randomization. But there we go. Maybe it's better actually. Oh, look at what Vizimir has. This is some next level bullshit. It's it's quite far away to the goal for him. I'm sure he's very happy to play this. And given that he's not the best player around, I don't think he's gonna have a great game, but we will see. Okay. Yeah, I think I might have been the one to claim that it was unfair. Anyway, let's take a look at Edward. Yeah, this base so far, and that's a bit surprising to me, looks pretty zane. It's looking small. I can't really point out any big mistakes. And the location is pretty easy, I would say. Other than the fact that you don't really have a great iron that you can produce here because you only can make 2 mines. Other than that, it seems fine to me. Mm. A bit small perhaps, but I think it's possible to use this mountain as well and make a pretty cool town hall based build. It's a bit far away, but you can make it work. Of course, like he's gonna take this mountain first because it's close enough. Probably make the gold production somewhere here, and then maybe move to this one, and maybe also gonna make a trading setup. He's not gonna have any problems with wood production. It's coming up nicely. Zaiz points out that he could just as well make the stonemasons here. I played this location quite recently. I didn't think of that, but I think my storehouse was somewhere like here, so that was a bit trickier, although still probably manageable given that I think you have plenty of stone available on this location. Looking at well, this guy was called Old 6TP Player. Now he's called Big Bang Coyotes, whatever. I'll just call him Coyote because Big Bang is another player. This is just super confusing. So yeah, Coyote is going for. I don't think he's going for Town Hall build, but this is the only Zane choice here, to be honest. And he's just making normal farms like he was trying to go for a ladder build. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't know. It screams Town Hall lock to me. So I don't like this. Yeah, I mean Tundra at this point maybe it does. But I don't think it's official. It's like Coyote was just a fan of BBC, and that's probably why he chose to wed it. Going back to Vizimir's base. Yeah, you can see he's going for a town hall. You can see it's a little bit of an effort to play on this lock. Yeah, gonna be a tough one for him, and not really his fault, to be honest. The lock is just so terrible. Yeah, I think on a location like this, your biggest advantage is the amount of space, and there's like no other advantages. If I were himself, I would probably just make a super small town hall base, and that's it. Although he can also try for a ladder plus town hall builds. Or actually, yeah, I think maybe the best choice would be to take this iron, because it's not that far away. And so first make the town hall build, and then keep on building towards the left, make some crossbows. That should be like the easy thing to do. But I don't think that's his choice. He made like 2 farms, which probably means that he's gonna make leather, maybe? We'll see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't notice that. This is like huge mistake. This makes completely no sense. It's like he didn't see, but he did see where he has gold and just brainlessly went for the bottom. This is a huge mistake. Yeah, in that case, it's like, yeah, you're right, Thunder. He just screwed up the base on purpose. It's not gonna work like this. It would definitely be fine if he just made the stonemason on the top. Thank you for noticing this. I didn't notice. Unlucky. Yeah. That's weird. So that's really weird setup. Like 3 stonemasons here and 2 here. Interesting. I kinda feel like he had some stone problems thanks to this, perhaps. But this is an interesting setup. Might work well if he makes a huge base. It's better to take from 2 sources, I guess. What's the triangle rule for the resources? Is it like when you make a map, you should make them the basic resources in a triangle, something like this. I think we talked about this a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was about. Krazel, pretty decent player, and I'm expecting a good army from him, especially that this location is. It really looks like probably the easiest one we've seen so far. I just don't see a challenge here. Okay, so with Vizimir having something like this, then you've got stone, gold and iron, something like this. Okay, so the base will look like a triangle, right? I think I can see this. More or less. Okay. So yeah, Krazel has a crazy amount of stone, by the way. I think he's gonna have the fastest iron, but Lucky is even, well, maybe not faster, but also quite fast. Even despite the distance, which is pretty great for Lucky and pretty small for Krazel. So yeah, Lucky is to be commended on this move as well. Yeah. But Krazel, thanks to his very easy lock, will probably have one of the better armies in this game. You can already see, like, but there's like one problem. He desperately needs a further sawmill, because he has no wood at the moment, and he really needs it. Yeah, okay, so maybe that's not gonna be as good as I thought. He will have to fix this issue before he can keep on building. Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, Camille. I like the layout here. Looks aesthetically pleasing, that's for sure. Let's check the statistics. First, the tree trunks. Okay, so Edward cut down a lot, but now he's not producing anything. Apart from that, Coyote is having a really great time with the tree trunks production. So let's check out these 2 bases first before going back to Camille. Yeah, Big Bang. Coyote has a huge forest here, but it's in the middle of his base, so it's really not the best way to build. To be very honest, I would rather, if I was himself, maybe not build here, but like here, the woodcutters. Yeah, I mean, he's okay, he's going for extra gold. That's interesting, but this base is not going to work very well with such huge gap here. Only one road as well. Yeah, I don't like this. Mm, and so yeah, the stats may look nice for his wood production at the moment, but this makes like no sense when you look at the layout. And Edward, that's interesting. Okay, so he just cut down everything and he's not producing anything. That's not gonna work well. He desperately tries to cut this. It might actually help because he's starting to cut here. Yeah, actually he might be fine-ish soon. He's gonna have enough to build these ones, and yeah. I like the layout of the base a bit less now that I see what he's going for. He's gonna make the extra buildings here. The problem is, I don't really think Coyote should go so aggressively towards the bottom. This is Edward's space. I don't think he should do this. Because Coyote has crap loads of space on the left, and instead he decides to go like this. These farms should already not happen here, in my opinion. I mean, technically it's still his space, but it's like, when you look at this, it's kind of a dick move, you know. Now Edward has nowhere to build. He could keep like moving towards the right, but that's not gonna make his base work well. So yeah, I'm not really sure about this. And I'm also wondering what kind of combination he wants to go for, because he's obviously going for a town hall build with so many gold smelters and a town hall being finished right now for gold mines. But on the other hand, we can see like 5, 6, 7 farms will be there, and he's going for leather. And he's not even touching the iron. I think he might have been better off trying to just make a small iron production just for the X-bows, and maybe some kind of trading setup for the town hall. That's preferable, and maybe even going for this instead of trading, if he didn't like trading strategies. Yeah, let's go back to Camille. Looks like a regular base coming up. I would say it's a bit slow so far. There's definitely some kind of issue in this base. Perhaps the wood. I think it's possible in the replays, but I'm not sure if it's possible. Yeah, okay. That's a good one. Let's check what happens. Right. So let's see his old graph. Yeah, he's coming up, but you can see that he had the worst one for quite a while. And yeah, he had a shortage as well, along with Lucky. This is interesting. And has the worst wares production. That's weird. But yeah, it kind of looks like it kind of looks like Camille so far isn't really great, and that's a bit of a surprise for me. Although his location is pretty annoying. Just look at the distance to the gold, for example, the amount of wood. I'm not really surprised after thinking how it looks. Yeah, makes some sense. So instead he just kept making roads, and he's aiming for the nice layout, I guess. Is it gonna help? I don't know, but we'll see. But you can see there's not a lot of players even going for iron. This is interesting. So we've got Lucky and Camille, Coyote and Crazel. So the right side has 3 players with iron. Yeah. But these were quite late, right? Not fast enough. Plus they're a bit far away, so it's probably gonna take a while before this stuff is being taken from here. Anyway, but you can also see some players who don't have or decided they don't need the iron. So we've got Edward with 5 gold smelters, Zoltan with 4, Vizimir with 4. So they're definitely going for a town hall build. We might actually check them out now. We already saw Edward's build, so let's check Zoltan. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. What doesn't make a lot of sense, I think I would make a road like this. See, it's like makes no sense at all to make a road like that if you know that the center of your base will be here and you're not gonna make anything on the left. Yeah, I don't see what he was thinking. And yeah, apart from that, oh, and by the way, that's also a weird. Yeah, I don't get this base at all. See, it's like these buildings should maybe like go along the way here, something like this maybe. I don't know. I mean, on the other hand, it delivers 2 gold and needs 2 things. So maybe it's not a big difference. Actually, there's no difference, yeah, because you still need like 2 serfs to do their job here. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, but still, I would rather have them go like this. Maybe, I don't know. And yeah, he's definitely not planning for anything other than the town hall. Yeah. And Lucky was another player. Nah, it was Vizimir who I wanted to see now. Yeah, here. So yeah, this is a really weird build. So he's going for like yep, exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, his triangle is stone, gold, and gold, so it should go like this, and it kind of doesn't. Yeah. Going back to Vizimir. Yeah, in Star Wars there was this starship class called B-Wing, I think, and that's exactly. It was looking exactly like his base is looking right now, and it was looking equally weird to what you see in this base. Who the hell builds like this? Wow. I mean, to be a little more constructive. See, you've got the storehouse here. You've got the gold here. So, what you're supposed to do is to make the road from point A to point B as painless as possible. And by painless, I mean the shortest possible route. Okay, maybe that's not going to be much better than it is right now, but you want serfs. You basically you want, as I always say on the streams, you need a city center for a base to work well, and there's no city center here. I mean, sorry, there is here, but yeah, no, it doesn't work like this. It's like these buildings should be like here. The town hall should be somewhere on the right, I guess. And you know, there's you would have to make some extra road here, so it would make the traffic a bit easier on this area. Plus, yeah, the serfs would always be walking somewhere around here, so you know it's all getting better once you do something like this. Um, and then yeah, the entire base meets like all the serfs meet each other near the storehouse. This is a sure way to cause traffic jams in your base with no alternate routes other than these 4 choke points on the edges of the storehouse, right? So you can already see a huge traffic jam, and he only has like, okay, he has 77 serfs, so yeah, at least that's a great indicator of how it will look like till the end of the game, right? I guess so. Yeah. On top of that, you have like when you want to make a small base, sorry, when you want to build a base, you always want to make it small as possible. I don't remember where he had trees here, because this looks ridiculous, but on the other hand, maybe he only was able to cut this and like nothing else, so that would make some sense. Yeah, so okay, maybe at least this makes some sense. But yeah, okay, maybe let's switch to some other player. Maybe in hopes of seeing something a bit better, let's turn to the best, at least in theory, player in this lobby, Mitralas. Yeah, so he's going for the iron here. He's made a town hall. Yeah, so it's like a free branch with a very far iron. Yeah, this is totally fine tactic for this kind of location, because normally when you have when you want to make a leather plus iron base, the iron is always better than gold, because gold depletes. When it depletes, it means you cannot train regular troops either, because you can't produce more gold. So when you can choose, you should always choose iron over gold because of that, unless you want to rush the enemy with barbarians or something like this. But in a situation like this, where the iron is so far away, it makes perfect sense to start with the gold production, make a town hall, and kind of use it as a stopgap measure for not having iron production running yet. And after you make the iron, the gold is like not needed anymore, sort of. So yeah, this is his idea basically. There's like 17 minutes. He still has time for the armor workshops. Oh, but he has some of them already. So yeah, this might actually be a pretty nice base. Okay, he's bringing stuff to the barracks. They were just recently built. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So for swine farms, this is. This looks like a setup for a great food production. You can also see he's stealing all the fish he can from anywhere he can. Yeah, actually with fish like this, I'm kind of wondering why he didn't go for at least one stables. But then it would be tough to make the iron for the horses, I guess. He could make like 10 perhaps, maybe 15. Okay, so let's go back to Krazel. But yeah, I have a feeling that Mitras is gonna be the best in the stats so far. Yeah, but Krazel is also pretty good, and Edward has a lot of gold, but it's like he's kind of playing in another kind of competition. So it's more against Zoltan and Vizimir than Kreisel or Mitrelas. But Mitrelas has quite a lot of chests as well, and he has the leather as well. So yeah, this base is definitely going to be very good. And Kreisel's base, I think so too. And this looks like a regular kind of base, more like. For this moment, he has plenty of iron. I would even dare to say he might aim for something like at least 35 swordmen, perhaps more. Some of them with horses, or actually some knights instead. Yeah, this looks really good already. As for potential problems, I can't really see any. Yeah, this is going to be a great base, but like I said before, this location is so damp. It's so freaking easy. You have everything in the storehouse. Yeah, he just had to reach out for the wood, and that's it. So it's like, I would really like to credit this base being good to Kreisel's skill, because he has plenty of skill, but not this time. It's just a super easy location. He was very lucky. It's impossible to say if it's a good or bad game for him, to be honest. Okay. How about we check Lucky again? I think he's just built his barracks and starts bringing out stuff. Okay, so maybe let's catch up with him later. Let's go to Edward. Yeah, is he trading? Oh no, he's going for a leather as well. Okay, that's a nice road. Okay, so he's also going for a 3-branch strategy, but I very rarely see something like this. Maybe even never saw something like this. He basically put his all he put all his effort into making the gold setup, and then makes the leather quite late and iron super late. I'm not saying it's not gonna work. He's not gonna see big results on peacetime for the iron production. I think the leather might actually work well. He's got plenty of stuff, I think, and still some time. So it's definitely gonna be fine. Yeah. Might. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, somehow I think it will be a pretty nice base. I didn't expect this from him, to be honest. It's a really nice game for him, I think. And the layout of the base, at least right now, it looks really nice. And as I said before, he was kind of blocked by Coyote. It's a shame, because Coyote has a ridiculously weird base. Just look at this. This is like, how can he not see this at this moment? I don't get it. And he keeps like stealing space from Edward. If Edward would start raging at Coyote, I would be on Edward's side. Like totally. Especially that for the Coyote, it's like he's making grand design mistakes, and there's like no no reason really for him to going like into this area and stealing this space, especially here. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Maybe they were talking about this and that's how they wanted, but like, I don't know. But yeah, gotta praise Edward for this game. Really, definitely better than expected. Let's take a look at Zoltan now. Okay, he's got the biggest amount of gold from all the players right now, which isn't surprising given that he has like 8, 9, 10 gold smelters even. By the way, some of you might be surprised, those who don't play this kind of tactics, that he's got like 2 gold smelters more than the entire amount of gold mines that he has. But I do agree with this choice and I understand it. Basically, when you start making so many gold mines, gold smelters, coal mines, etc., it goes too slow at some point, and it's very hard, very difficult to keep up with the amount of gold ore being produced in the gold mines. So I always tend to make an extra gold smelter. For example, if I have 4 gold mines, I would make a 5th gold smelter at some point. Because when the smelter guys go to eat, or the serfs have some problems temporarily to bring something to the buildings, and then it gets stuck and you have way less gold than you should on peacetime. And with the extra 1 gold smelter, it's like really much better situation, and I recommend it to everyone who plays town hall strategies. And this is, this trick is like, you kind of have to play these kind of tactics for a while, I guess, and notice it. He actually has 12 right now. Okay, that might be a bit too much, unless he wants to make a trading setup, which he might want to do, but I don't see. There's a market here. Oh, that's an interesting trade. 3-1. I might have used this in the past actually, but I kind of forgot about it. My go-to trade is usually from the axis, but this is only like 1.5 times price here. It might be worth it for the amount of time you like the complexity of the base is much smaller this way, so there is some value in not making the wooden weapon makers and trading the wooden weapons, because you definitely save some time and some serfs work as well. Yeah, that's an interesting trade. 300 gold and 5 minutes left. I think he's aiming for like 400 gold, but he's gonna have pretty nice spam of barbarians after peacetime, at least until he depletes these mountains, of course. Okay. How about Camille? Yeah, I mean, comparing him to Krazel, there's like, it's like night and day difference, but Camille's location, I think it should be compared more like to Zoltan, I guess, as it looks like Camille's opportunities were more or less similar. Yeah, not his best game, but definitely not his fault with such a crappy location. So I'm not gonna put too much effort on him. Big Coyote. Coyote. I was supposed to call him Coyote. Okay, so Coyote. Leather is kinda bad. Iron is quite okay for the amount of like for the distance that he has to the iron. I'm fine with the numbers, but there's like no gold, there's barely any leather jackets. I think he's just finishing up his leather production, which is a bit late, but yeah, it's gonna work in the end, but at the moment it's like nothing's right home about. Yeah, looks like the specs also interested in this at the moment. Okay, so Mitrelas has 110 gold and has some iron, which consider how far it is a pretty nice thing to have. A couple of horses. It turns out he traded for them, right? Yep, I guess so. What does he mean? Oh crap! Yeah. That's a really nice heads up from Rakieta. So we've got like 40-ish soldiers that will be produced, and more than twice than that of recruits. Yeah, that's like not gonna work well, especially when you see that his food production pretty much doesn't exist. Okay, 1 minute left. So I'm just gonna make a screenshot so we can take a look at this soon. Oh crap, not this program. No. That's funny. Right, yeah, so let's look at Mitrelas's base. Yeah, why is it opening the PNG files with GIMP? Let me try again. Always, yep. Yeah, that's way better. They don't vote. Huh. Oh, finally. Yep. So this is what we had a couple of seconds ago, so it's mostly up to date. Yeah, so we can actually do this. We've got Lucky with pretty normal army. Yeah, these numbers are fine. It's not like super great, but this is fine. We've got Vizimir with really bad army for the kind of stuff he was going for. There's like no leather and no recruits actually as well. Yeah. And yeah, really low amount of gold, but it's a bad design of his base. We talked about this a few times during the stream. His base looks like a cross, and in the middle of the cross you have the storehouse. This is one of the weirdest layouts I've seen in this game in my career. So I mean, how can you think it can work? I just can't comprehend this, to be honest. Zolti has 400 gold. Given the fact that this is that his location had a really weird storehouse placement, I think this is a good result for the CIW on Classic in Wonderland map, where you have similar setups often with the randomized storehouses. This would also be considered a good army as well. And yeah, Zolt is taking out gold from like 8 gold mines plus maybe plans to trade. I'm not sure. So So yeah, this will go pretty well. Exactly as expected, Mitrelas is the biggest winner of this game. He's got 16 crossbows on a location with an impossible iron production. 116 gold in the town hall. I would say this is nothing special, but it's like fine, I guess, and really great amount of leather. Both jackets and the weapons. Yeah, he's not satisfied himself though. But I think I would say he should have more gold, perhaps. But on the other hand, he can't really compete with the town hall guys when he's going for leather production. This is part of the reason why people don't normally go for leather bases with town hall, because leather's advantage is you get the advantage with leather when you have a lot of it, but when you have a lot of leather you have less gold for the town hall, so it's kind of contradicting in itself, right? um, for Zolti, I wouldn't rule out rebels or vagabonds. Yep. Yeah, for Mitrelas, I guess he needs melee, and that's quite obvious, so he's probably gonna make Barbs. For the Vizimir, nothing is gonna save him, unless his teammates will. Yeah, but on the other side, oh, they're not getting ready. So yeah, we've got Krazol with a crazy army. But like I said before, his location layout is so freaking easy. It's like everything in one spot, maybe except for the wood. And wood wasn't that hard either, I think. So yeah, he looks like a star, but it's hard to say it's his skill this time at least. Usually he builds well, but this time it was just brainless building thanks to the location. Yeah. Kamil had a really nasty location comparable to what Zoltan had. So I'm not going to say anything bad about him. It's a really crappy army, but it's not like he had any choice over it. But the real hero today is Edward. I think he should make more recruits, but it's not like he's lacking gold. It's like, I think it's like fine for the kind of location he had. 3 branches, and the iron is like even much further away than Mitrelas had. So having any iron troops at all on peacetime is pretty fine for this location. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised here, to be honest. His base looks well, like the layout is good, which I totally didn't bet on Edward to do. Like normally he's on the same level as Vizimir, or even maybe sometimes worse, I'd say. Yeah, and today Vizimir could take lessons from him, really. Quite a great game for his level. Yo, Ritter. And last but not least, Coyote. Speaking about design issues, it's a really tough competition between Vizimir and Coyote for having the worst looking base design of this game. Vizimir still wins it, I think, but honorable mention goes to Coyote for sure, for the way he went between like the left and right side. There's like 2 roads around the stone, and not even like tightly around the mountain, but like this. I will show again in a while, but you can even see these mistakes from him. Yeah, let's help them a bit. You can even see the mistake here on the minimap. It's such a huge gap between the left and right side of the city. It's just ridiculous. Okay, let's go. Yeah, look at this. It looks a bit better now with this second road, but before it was disaster. Yeah. And on top of that, he also kinda steals space from Edward. I don't think he should be building like this when he had so much space here, especially. And it's like not like he needed that. Like this is fine, but these plans here, like I don't like this. And this caused Edward to have unnaturally the base to go naturally towards the bottom around the mountains as well. So yeah. I don't know if they were talking about this, but I don't like the result. So yeah, I think the left side is better. Wait a second, maybe it's hard to say. So going from this statistic, okay, so it's doing some nice scouting. Oh, and somebody was... Well, you were not right about the Vargas Thunder, because he seems to mostly have Bobs actually, but there are quite a lot of Vargas actually, yeah. Around 15 I think, something like this. Oh, there we go again. Right. Give him a few seconds, because usually after losing connection he might come back. Crap. He's not gonna come back. Okay. And we're back in the lobby. Yeah, exactly. I didn't notice if he had some FPS problems, or it was oh no, sorry, of course it was network issue when he got like disconnected, unless he had a crash or something. Maybe well, there's also a chance that his PC overheated, and that's why he's not back. Yeah, I think I'll use this moment to get up for a moment. Okay, it does make sense what I said, but you know what I mean. And he's back. Okay. Didn't give me a while. Look at this. Wait. Okay. I thought they're not gonna get ready, so I just... yeah. Anyway, here's some scouting. Okay, so now Mitrelas pays Krasol a visit after Krasol scouted a lot in Mitrelas' base earlier. Let's take a look at his vision. Huh. That's going to be a really weird fight here on the bridges. I have no idea why they're going this way. I mean, if Mitras wants to do something like this, he should be way faster and have much more melee. I don't think this is gonna work unless Krazel is the one to attack. But yeah. Rip. Rest in peace, Mitras' scout. Right. Let's take a look at the middle. Yeah. So Zoltan seems to be going here. I think they want to attack Krazel from two sides at the same time. I mean, that could actually work. I don't know why Michulas is going back now. Oh, but Kamil is gonna catch Zoltan. Oh, look at that. It's gonna be... Where's my popcorn? Yeah, this is going to be a weird one. What is this? Why were they going for this guy? That's so weird. Okay. Wait, did you see this Ritter? I think it was actually a mistake to catch this, by the way, so it's good he didn't catch with everything. Yeah, Michelas seems to be going for Krazel. That's weird. What's happening here? Zoltan is attacking. That's... I mean, this is gonna die, so it's nice for Zoltan. Kamil doesn't have enough, but he's gonna catch this. Oh, this is going to be a slaughter. But if Zolti goes back here, it's gonna be a slaughter of Kamil. It's a weird decision that he's not going for Kamil, because these were like 3 kills, and now Zolti is going inside. Yeah, I mean, he's putting his money on killing Krazel. That's also a valid decision. Okay, it's like super weird. Michelas has to go like super fast here, otherwise Zolti is dead. Yeah, this looks very bad. It's like way too fast, this attack. Uncoordinated between the teammates. But Zolti at least is trying to go all tactical about this. Yeah, I think they're still gonna win, but it's tricky. In the meantime, nothing happening here, to be honest, although there might be a fight soon. Okay, let's focus for a moment. I don't know. Michelas will definitely win this one. The question is, will he be able to win from this kind of sandwich situation, because they also have plenty of shooters and Zoltan is unable to help at the moment. I think they're just gonna kill Michelas like this, because this is a super hard position and Kamil is using his reinforcements. Yeah, this is like... yeah, looks bad. Should have killed this perhaps first. Okay, if this can sneak... I don't think it can, but yeah. They probably have to wait a bit. Maybe try to kill this, which forces Kamil's army to go forward. But he doesn't. He totally should help here. That's weird. Okay, but yeah, Michelas is doing mostly the right thing, and that is just shoot and kill Krazel's remaining army. I don't know why he's standing here. It's like... yeah, but Michelas is losing his melee, which is kind of bad. He should like just just save it for the bad times. Oh crap, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Oh. Yeah, this could be useful on this. But not like that. Oh, don't worry, there's more. I see. Yeah, but for the vagabonds, they're doing a pretty good job. They're at least occupying these guys. And now Miklas has to be real clever about it. He should keep this behind. In the meantime, is there a fight here? Not really. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't do this unless he can catch this. Okay. Where are his reinforcements? He really needs some. Oh, come on. Yeah. If they keep killing this. Okay, now it might work. Yeah, they're catching. Come on, Michelas, you should be shooting. Zoltan is dying for you. I mean, it's not like the Vagas are like super effective, but they broke through. That's interesting. Zoti deserves these kills, but he's not gonna get any because there's still this. Yeah, come on, Mitrelas, what is this? You have the win on a silver platter now. Keep shooting, man, keep shooting. Yeah, and he can just stand here and keep shooting the serfs and these crappy troops. There's not a lot of troops left here. Oh, in the meantime, he's just trying to destroy his base. I mean, it might work. It's a bit tricky, but he has plenty, so yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep shooting this and it will be fine. The middle just stands. That's interesting. Yeah, Kamil is pretty much dead as well. I mean, with regards to his troops. His base isn't just good enough to compete against what the left side has here. It's a shame about Kaizo though, that he gets killed so early. Didn't deserve this. Maybe his location is super easy, but still, that was a pretty nice base. While it was alive. Okay. Well, I'm still hoping for some kind of fight to happen on the top, but just look at this position. Yeah, it's like whoever walks in gets killed instantly. But Edward might actually decide to do something. He's got plenty of troops. I mean, the problem is that with that one player, if they don't do something now, they're just gonna lose. And to be really honest, I'm not sure why Mitrelas isn't trying to kill this. Maybe just waiting for these troops, I don't know. Are they even looking? Yeah, he needs more recruits, by the way. So now is the moment where it would really pay off for the right side to do anything. For example, try to go for Mitrelas's base, stuff like this. Because, I mean, it's gonna be 3 versus 4 really soon, and let's look at the army power by teams. Right now it's kinda even, but I don't know how it will look like with Kreizel not making any troops. Yeah, Edward is pretty nice, by the way. Might work actually, 3 versus 4. It might work somehow. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean, if he used these horses on Mitrelas's shooters, maybe, but not like that. Yeah, so really, they have to do something. But I think the problem is that Edward has no idea how to attack here. I don't really blame him, to be honest. Although he could try to outpush Lucky because Lucky has like nowhere to run, and Vizimir isn't really yet, at least, helping too much. Yeah, if this goes here, that's interesting. I don't think these horses should last too much, too far. Yeah, exactly. There's just too many shooters. At this point, horse dancing might not work too well. But yeah, they're finally attacking. I think it's a pretty good idea. They have plenty of troops, actually. But they should probably attack like here. Try to catch this. There was plenty of time to do this. And Lucky might... yeah, but now Lucky is like... going back. But Vizimir has plenty of melee here, so I'm not sure if it's the best idea to touch this. Yeah, there's a fight finally here. In the meantime, Mitra's finished off Krazel and gonna kill Camille soon. So yeah, let's focus on the big fight at the top now. Plenty of shooters are not shooting, by the way. This is pretty bad. Edward has a lot of troops and he doesn't even notice this. This is bad. But I think the right side Fate on the top, at least, doesn't look that bad. This is kinda bad because there's like, if this was shooting, might have been a different story. But Coyote is doing a good job against Lucky, because Lucky has an unfortunate snake here, and yeah. So it's going to be a kind of a loss here, kind of a win here. But the right side still has a lot. It's like if Edward just fixes his formation, come on. You have so many troops not shooting. Finally. And the interesting part is Michelas is losing here. But Krazel is like almost completely dead. I still have a feeling that, well, I mean, we'll see after the fight what happens. Now Coyote has a catch which looks pretty weird. I don't know, he should definitely help here. This looks very bad for Edward. Yeah. Yeah, this is total crap. Why didn't he help? This looks really bad. He just focused on his own front and nothing else. And now Edward loses a lot of troops thanks to that. This is a huge mistake for Coyote. They still win this front. But the cost for Edward was unnecessarily high. He really needed some help from his teammate that he didn't get. Okay, I have some catching up here. Yeah, badly coordinated, exactly. If that was a comment to this fight, then I agree. And yeah, Zoltan not camping, that's also interesting. Okay, it looks like Camille is also dead. But interesting thing, I think that there's not that much of a difference. Sorry, in production. In troops amount either. That's weird. So it's like if the right side helps really fast, there would still be a chance. And of course, they're going to kill Vizimir's base. At least they're likely to do that. Well, Edward is fighting. Edward and Coyote are fighting well enough to not lose, I would say. And in the meantime, Mitralas is going for the top bases. Okay, this is a ridiculous game. I mean, if they had Mitralas here on the front and were destroying his base, this could go on. But I don't think destroying Vizimir is going to be that great for the right side when two of the bases are already dead. It's like Edward would have to go back and he doesn't have enough to do that. So it's an obvious win for the left side, but it's quite funny how... Yeah, I mean, if the right side attacked earlier, they could definitely win this. Yeah. Still, this was an exciting fight. I kind of expected worse from this game. I think it was quite fine. Okay, I don't think there's going to be much interesting stuff happening here, especially that Edward quit here. Yeah. Yep, GG. I mean, of course, Vizimir's base was getting destroyed, but it's like soon there will be nobody with a base alive on the right side to keep destroying the next one, so it's of course a win for the left. But yeah, like I said, it's a real shame that the right side didn't attack on the top earlier. I think they had more. You can see total equipped. Yeah, Edward had a really great game, and I wouldn't even say his location was that good. He just played the best, I think. Like, okay, maybe Mitralas was a bit better. Of course, that stats don't show this. I think Edward had maybe a bit easier location for the like gold, for example. But yeah, I'm definitely positively surprised with Edward's performance. It's like I didn't expect him to be like the best, even if he has a favorable location. But then Krazel would be even better if not for the fact that he got killed early on. So yeah, but Krazel had definitely the best of the locations, without a doubt. And then yeah, Kamil had definitely the worst one, and Zoltan had a similar one but went for gold only, and that was a... When you have such a crap location, it's probably the best idea usually to go for gold, if gold is reachable, of course. We also got Vizimir. Yeah, his base layout was like not really too great, and Coyote, who, I mean, I think he did fine in the fight, was maybe a bit lucky against Lucky. That Lucky was having a snake over the mountain moment, and just got himself killed with a snake formation, being stuck next to an obstacle. So Coyote had a good fight thanks to that. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff happened here, that's for sure, both in base building and in the fight. So overall a success, because we wanted action, right? Right. Yeah, so that's it. I don't know when I'm going to make the next stream. Maybe in 1 or 2 weeks, we'll see. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.